these curtains and I'll hop back over here. We're going to talk about some stocks and the stock market. You guys can comment below. Let me know what stocks you're trading, what stocks you're watching. Love interacting with you guys and seeing what you guys are invested in. Cut down some of the glare. All right, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. And I am new to going live on here. Don't know what all I can do. I just typically get on here, talk about what we're trading, what we're invested in, and what we're watching. But if you guys don't know, go check that last video because Viking Therapeutics, it's on fire today. It's up 7.5%. Back to $26. I'm hoping that it can get back to $27. That's what we're watching today. Super excited about it. Made 2 videos on that. I don't think I'm going to make any content today. There are a lot of opportunities in the market, so I feel like I don't really need to make a video today because a lot of stocks are red. That's why I was so excited about Viking yesterday, and I rushed the video, but I had to get it up. I just really felt that we were going to have a good day today. If not, it was going to be, back to the 22, maybe 21. $19 for the stock is so ridiculous. It was just so unbelievably oversold. So, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I try to get you guys stocks that other people aren't talking about. People are going to start talking about Viking after today. If it has another green day or if it was up 10% or something, it's got to go up crazy from here for it to get the type of attention that it had, or some type of good news, what people are saying. But I believe good news is coming. Super hyped up about that stock, but we're going to talk about some other stocks as well. And if you guys out there have any questions, then let me know. But we've been watching some other ones. Had some good trades this morning, but there's a lot of opportunity out there, but it's just so choppy. That's the thing. It's a choppy market right now. But NVNO, let's see, we traded that one. ADD. We traded some Benny this morning. I want to check up on that one, see what that one's doing. Bollinger used to be Lordstown. It's under 50 cents. Very risky stock here, but it did well yesterday. I believe it was green yesterday. It looked healthy. It looked like it was going back up to the, maybe 60 cents. Maybe that's what it was at, but I'd watch out for it. I've been trading it. Today we made some good money on Benny, BINI. So let me know what you guys are trading, what you're interested in. Market's kind of choppy, but things are looking up. We're bullish. Pew was another one. We almost grabbed that one yesterday. I like that one for the long term almost. It's at $5 right now. This is a stock that's down 24% this week, down 44%. I've talked about it before. We've even been trading this one this week and making some money off of it. So I like Pew here. It's an online retailer for pews. So not too many of those that are on the market right now. I think that I thought that $6 was fair value for this one. So if it goes to $4, definitely going to be loading up. But knowing this one, it could be green by the end of the day. Definitely could be green by the end of the week. BSLK, we've talked about that one before. It's been on my list and it's been doing well. I'm gonna check up on that one. I haven't seen that one today. It could be red, and that's kind of what it does. But it's green. It's at $8.61. This is a good one. If you don't have this one on your radar, just look at this chart on the weekly. Doosh, doosh, doosh. It looks like a heartbeat. We like that one. That one's pretty predictable. If that one has a red day, definitely going to be watching it. Haven't looked up on bullish today. That's why I haven't made a video on it, y'all. I try to talk about these stocks like kind of when it's having bad days, and it gives you guys opportunities to research them, and you know, it's going to have more bad days more than likely unless I'm super hyped up about it, right? But bullish is green today. It's back to $61. Not a huge jump though. Not a huge jump. This thing could turn back around, but looking good, I guess. Had a huge drop this morning. It's just it's scary because it's so expensive. I try not to talk about stocks that are too expensive. I'm not really investing in super expensive stocks, but let's take a look at Bumble. This one, I've been playing this one all week and it's green. I would have been surprised if it was red. It was around $6 that we were playing it the other day. So yeah, that 607 was just such a sweet spot. Really spiked up. It's going to $7, looks like. Bumble. It's just been beat down, oversold. Fubo, red today. Opportunity there, in my opinion. $3.26. I like it at the 320s. I think it hit that yesterday. You know, I'm not a rocket scientist, so don't hold me to it. But when it starts dipping down there, I like that. Up 158% this year. Fubo headed back to the 340s. We've talked about that one before. So they're not all going to be bangers, you know, and some of them need time to cook. It's up to us being investors, know when to take the opportunity, know when to get out as well. I mean, I take losses almost every day, but it's up to us to have bigger wins than our losses, you know? It's not easy. But if you are making small victories, if you are making small swing trades, wins here and there, then you can build off of that. We talked about MTNB. This one's green. It's fighting, choppy. It's got support at the 130s. 140 for sure. So it was almost $2 today. It could pop back up there. All right, this one was on our list last time as well. This is RYVYL Rival, ticker symbol RVYL. So it's 4 letters there, but 3% today, almost 4%. Nice chart on this thing. It's got support there at 28 cents. So that's where it was at, I believe, yesterday. And I think I might have traded this one yesterday at that 28 cents. It seems to be a good support level for this one. You just look at that chart, you can pretty much see it right there. 28, 28, 27, 25 at one point this month. But over the past 3 months, it's down 54%. So a lot of opportunity, a lot of room for this one to grow. This one could be a winner next week. This one could be something that you could put on your radar for next week for sure. And I'm going to talk about a few other ones that I've got for y'all. Let's check up on some of these other ones. GoPro. Down 1% today, 125. I like GoPro here. I like GoPro here at the 120s. I think it'll hold there. If not, I don't think it's going to drop very far. If it does, incredible opportunity to pick this stock up. I think this is a great company. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think GoPro is going to be around. Are they making a ton of money? Probably not. Here we go on Funko. Nice little dip on that today. Popping back. It was red. It was 3% down. Really predictable stock here. Down 3%, up 3% now. That's why it's been on my list. Love what it's doing here. Look at it on the chart on the monthly, and you can just see that support there. Gives you a good idea of when you should take advantage. So Funko headed back up, and keeping an eye on a lot of different ones here. BBAI, that one we traded. It's been on our list. I've talked about it in my videos, right? Look at that thing, up almost 4% today. Like I said, they're not all going to be winners, and people don't like these stocks, but they are pretty predictable. Look at it on the chart. You can see it drops down there to that $5.20. It did that on the 12th. We bought it. It went up. We made money. And then it went down on the 20th. So, again, today it was red. We traded it. It's green now. It was down 4%. It's now up 4%. Big Bear AI, $5.69. It's a $6 stock all day, in my opinion. $7 for this thing all day. Still up 52% past 3 months, but it's down 30% this month. It's still down for the week. Green for the day. Oversold territory, y'all. Big Bear AI. Didn't even give me the opportunity to talk about it again because it's green. That's why I don't like talking about them when they're green. I'm not out here hyping up the stocks when they're up and away. I don't make videos saying, haha, told you so, told you guys. No, don't really do it. But I get a lot, comments saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You need more research, da 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 da. Okay. I'm not investing in them for long term, all right? That's the one thing. Most of these, I'm not invested in long term, except for this one that we made a video on yesterday, Viking Therapeutics. I'll hold this as long as it takes. It's so oversold. It's up 8% today. It's still oversold at these levels. It's a $30 stock all day long. Almost a $3 billion market cap. So, threw out a bunch of heaters for y'all. Love those ones. Let's check up on a few other ones that we've talked about. Because they're not all going to be winners, but it gives you guys an opportunity. This is one right here. Snap. S-N-A-P. Snapchat. We know what Snapchat is, right? Down 1%, almost 2%. No, down 2%, almost 3% today. So we've been screaming this. $7 is a steal for this stock. If this stock goes to $6, I'm gonna go take out a loan and buy more of it. All right, that's what we're gonna do. But it's such a long-term stock here at $7. They're losing money, but they're not gonna go anywhere. And the cheaper that this stock gets, the more it becomes an acquisition. That's another thing in the market right now. It's still a bull market. Things are dropping right now. Crypto's dropping right now. A lot of stocks are dropping right now. Earnings are coming out. Bad news is coming out. That's why a lot of probably portfolios are red, charts are red right now, but we've been green all day because we are so bullish, and it takes an extreme bull. Sometimes you gotta, swing for the fences, but we're trying not to do that every time. It doesn't always work. But when something's extremely oversold, there's an opportunity in the market somewhere for us. PAPL, let's see what that one's doing. We talked about that one. That one's a good trade for us. $5, holding it. Chart looks great, up 71% this month, up 15%. These stocks are easy to talk about. These stocks are easy to put in my videos, but I don't need to hype them up anymore. They're already up there. It's up 670% in the past 3 months, but I guarantee you there's people making videos and are gonna be like, ooh, this is the one to go with. It's already up. If it drops from here, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. But I try to give them to you guys the way I see them. I don't get them from any trade ideas from anybody else. After a while, you got to pay that fee, and you learn which ones. We get burned too on them. The ones that have been dropping, we get burned on them too sometimes still. And you guys know the ones I'm talking about, but Viking wasn't one of those. I knew it wasn't one of those. Wasn't a Chinese stock that's normally down not 90, 100%. But that's the way the market made it feel yesterday. A lot of other opportunities in this market today. We've got Home Depot down. We've got Palantir down. We've got Target down. A lot of opportunities out there. I like those names. Target, man, I remember when this was like a $10 stock. $98, but recovering, bouncing well off of that $94. If I had an extra $94 this morning, that's probably what I would have went with, because that's a sure bet. It's almost a sure one right there. That is $100 stock all day. Now, will it get back to $100 today? Probably not. What's up, Addy? Addy's back. Welcome in, you guys. Let me know what y'all are trading. I'm still drinking coffee. It's still morning for me. Until the session closes, it's almost morning for me. I'm just kidding. We're pretty much done with trading. We were done early this morning. Finished with our trades. Still waiting on Viking to do its thing. It's probably going to take the rest of the week for this one. Maybe tomorrow. That's all good. I appreciate it. We're just going to be talking about some stocks, opportunities that are out there, y'all. SOUN, that's another one that we've talked about. I almost scooped this one up. Just didn't have the extra funds today, but we're going to look at it tomorrow. It was down 9% today. Unreal. Down to $12. It was, man, looking so good. Now, this one could drop down to $11. It's got support down there at that 1060, 1050. I don't think it's going to $10. I think this thing's headed back up, but it looks good at 12, 1250. If it drops under that, definitely on my radar. We've talked about that one before, but you just have to watch them and see what they do. It's not always going to be green. Sometimes it is always red, though. Sometimes it is, you know. Gibo, we talked about that one. There's nothing good going to happen with that stock, unfortunately. I had to learn my lesson with this one. Mm, so I'm gonna be learning how to short stocks because there are certain stocks in this market that I've gotten burned on that I know they do the same thing almost every year. They do the same thing, and I'm starting to catch on to those types of patterns that is going to take a lot of money to make those trades, but if it's almost a guarantee, it's almost 90% going to happen. I think I'm ready to do something like that. But not ready for those trades. Still trying to get better at our timing. We're getting better at it. I'm already ready for next week because I'm pretty sure how this week's going to play out. But we could have some opportunities tomorrow. I think everybody's different on their style and how they like to trade. So if I see something good, Palantir as well, that was such an obvious bounce. Such an obvious bounce when it dropped down there to the 143. But who has $143 to spend, right? If I had it to spend, I would have seen that bounce coming. Perfect bounce. It's almost green for the day. Beautiful. So a lot of these names, it really pays off to watch them, even though you're not trading them, because when you see them do something that you've seen it do before, it might do it again, and then it might do it the next day, and it might do it 15 times in one day. That's what Benny's doing for me. It's really, really predictable, and that's what happens. Right now, it's looking like it's going to recover the same way it almost does every day. I would not be surprised if it goes back to the 49.50 cents. So, this is one of the top stocks on my radar. If I was to make a video today, I'd be talking about that one. But I think I'm going to lay off on all the stock picks, or a lot of them. I'm not going to try to do them every day. Maybe do some live trading. FFAI. I think that one burned some people today, and it's burned me before. Nothing good about that stock. If you're in that, I'm sorry. That's why it's never on my list. I'll never promote this one. You're likely going to be losing money with this one. But can you trade it and make money? Possibly. Possibly could day trade this one and get away with something. But man, what a risk. It's at $2.31. It's too expensive. Way too expensive. So you just got to know the price points and know sometimes a $20 stock is actually kind of a cheap stock. Sometimes a $50 stock is cheap, depending on the market cap, depending on the volume, depending on the demand, depending on the hype, depending on the day. And that's why they say 80%, 90% of trading is psychology. So if you're not in the right mind space, probably shouldn't be making a lot of trades. Whatever it takes. Go outside, touch some grass, breathe some air, go fishing. I'm serious, y'all. I gotta do it too. If I have a bad day, I know what to do. Gotta go through those routines, study the market, study the charts. Somebody's gonna find this information useful. A lot of you guys won't, because most people fail in the market. Very few people succeed. So few that everybody thinks it's not possible until they do it. That's why a lot of people don't like my stock picks. They don't like the stocks that I like, because they like them once they're already up, they're oversold, they're overbought, they're past their highs, they're at new all-time highs, or they're up 50, 70, 80%. That's when other people are talking about them. I'm not interested in it at that point. I'm interested when it comes back down to reality. Because there's a good chance it'll do it again. Traders trade. On a roll. A lot of stocks down. Intel. A lot of the tech stocks are down right now. Obviously, pharmaceuticals are up. Trump stock down. DJT down under that $17 mark. I love that stock under $17. If I had the money today, probably would have went with that. But it could be red this Friday. We'll have a little extra cash this Friday. Might get a few shares of that. I think that UFC fight is coming up, right? Is there like a UFC fight this weekend? Or when is the White House UFC thing going down? Because there's some stocks that I'm interested in for that one. Is that this weekend? That would make sense if it's this weekend. Oh, July. Okay. Wow. For real? Next year? Oh, yeah, it is next year. Dang. Okay. Maybe something got announced with like martial arts or something today. Trying to figure out why some of those stocks reacted the way they did. Love it, love it, love it. Viking. Going back to that support level, that $26. 26, it could be falling below that, and it's going to just create more buying pressure right there. So it's good. It's good to see a little bit of sell off. Good day for that. Great day for that. PPCB, that stock as well. Almost traded that one. Seen that one was getting beat up, and I believe it's still green today. So it had a great day. Gonna be watching that one tomorrow. It's up 28% today, but this morning it was up 53%. So do what you will with that information. There we go. What's that Chinese stock Fly doing? Thing was red yesterday. It was like down 40%. So it looks like 53 cents, 50 cents maybe. Oof, is support for that thing. It's back up to 61. So watch out for that one, because if that goes green, it could be popping. Like Chris Brown popping. Like it could be on and popping. Like popping and locking. Like boom boom. Baby. NBY bouncing a little bit here. THAR, what's that one doing? THAR up 100%, bouncing off of that support level, that 220, 230. So it looks good. THAR's looking good. Yeah, it looks like it's headed up here. 240. Yeah, it's getting close to the VWAP there. Looks good. Let's see. NBY under $1. NBY under $1. Nova Bay Pharmaceuticals. Again, another pharmaceutical stock that is really green today. It was up 103% this morning. Still up 63%. And just people selling a little bit, taking their profits. No surprise there, but big green candles all across the board there. I don't know what the volume is, but I imagine that it is massive right now. Absolutely massive. 160 million shares. Soars 60% pre-market on 6 million investment deal. CEO appointment. Got a new CEO. Whoa, good news. I thought it was sell the good news, right? That's what they did to Viking. They sold the good news. I'm surprised I didn't get any comments talking about it was bad news. It was bad news. No, it was good news. It was actually really good news. Look at SBEV going back up 43%, bouncing off of that $2, 4 cents, $2. $2 is support all day. Right now. I don't know about all day, but right now, it looks pretty healthy. But it's going to run into some pressure up there. It's going to run into some pressure here. SISI didn't give me an opportunity to get into there. I was waiting for it to drop a little bit lower, but guess what? Now I know what to do next time. It's up 37% right now, $6.80. And I guarantee you, nobody's going to make a video about that stock because it's a Chinese stock and nobody even knows why it's up that. But I can also almost see this one being so red tomorrow. I can see that. So be careful with those Chinese stocks, man. They are so unpredictable, but kind of predictable because it happens. Now is the time. Ocean Pal up 9%. Talked about that one before. Made some good trades on it. There we go, there we go. SISI looks like it's headed back to $7. What? Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all don't have any questions for me, I definitely don't have any questions for you because I got shit to do. I just thought I would share a little bit of my trade ideas with you guys. Y'all can do what you want with it. You know, don't buy the hype, sell the news, whatever you want to do. We're gonna make it do what it do. But I do hope y'all make some money. Not financial advice, of course. That's not what I do. We're gonna see y'all maybe tomorrow. Maybe make some content tomorrow. Depends on what the market does. I think there's gonna be something to talk about. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about the market, what you're trading, what you're invested in. Maybe talk about some bullish. Maybe make a bullish video. TNXP though looking like a snack over there. Probably talk about that one because I know you guys really don't like that one. I try to pick the ones you guys really don't like. Woo! Yeah, I like that one. I don't care if y'all don't like it. I love it. Yo, if this thing gets any cheaper, I'm going to take a loan out. If this thing gets any cheaper, I'm going to take a loan out. But I gave y'all enough plays. Y'all should have something brewing up by now. See y'all tomorrow.